Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's get straight into the topic, which is careers as a CSIT student. तो यार द थिंग इज दैट देयर इज नो कंस्ट्रेंट ऑन द स्ट्रीम. मतलब इंजीनियर की कोई जात धर्म नहीं होती. ठीक है, तो इफ़ यू आर फ्रॉम एनी अदर स्ट्रीम, जस्ट स्टिक टू द वीडियो, जस्ट स्टिक टू दिस सेशन. एंड अगर किसी भी और स्ट्रीम से हो, यू कैन स्टिल परस्यू CSIT stuff, and most of the people out there do that, right? Even I did that. I am from ECE and I am doing CSIT stuff, and I am also guiding you guys. So it's not a compulsion कि अगर तुम जिस स्ट्रीम में हो, so you must stick to that. एंड ये मैं सेकेंड ईयर थर्ड ईयर वालों के लिए नहीं बोल रहा, ये मैं उनके लिए बोल रहा हूँ जो फर्स्ट ईयर में है अभी भी. ठीक है, कूल एनफ, कूल एनफ. सो जिन लोगों ने बाद में ज्वाइन किया है, अभी तक हमने कुछ कवर ज़्यादा किया नहीं है. ठीक है, you haven't missed anything. Now let's just do one thing. What are actually digital fields? So digital fields are disciplines that really require internet access, and internet is something which most of you guys have. If you don't have, then you are pretty much lagging. So do one thing, have a good internet connection. It's very cheap nowadays, right? Now how I divide technical fields is into two directions, into two subfields. So digital fields are divided into two subfields, जो कि जिसमें पहला आता है टेक फील्ड एंड दूसरा आता है नॉन टेक फील्ड. सो टेक फील्ड्स आर एनी फील्ड विच रिक्वायर हार्ड कोड प्रोग्रामिंग, राइट, विच रिक्वायर बहुत ज़्यादा नॉलेज ऑफ प्रोग्रामिंग इज नोन एज अ टेक फील्ड. एंड अ नॉन टेक फील्ड इज जिसमें ज़्यादा प्रोग्रामिंग की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं होती है. ठीक है, तो हम दोनों के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. ऑफ कोर्स फर्स्ट वील डिस्कस अबाउट व्हाट आर टेक फील्ड्स, एंड आफ्टर दैट वील जस्ट डीप डाइव इनटू व्हाट आर नॉन टेक फील्ड्स. Cool. So just coming straight to the point, I'll be only sticking to the fields which are relevant to CSIT students. ठीक है, it's actually one way, not the other way. तो जो बाकी स्ट्रीम्स के स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो देख सकते हैं, वो इनको परस्यू कर सकते हैं. बट आई वोंट बी टॉकिंग अबाउट देयर स्ट्रीम्स इन स्पेसिफिक. आई वोंट बी टॉकिंग अबाउट कि मैकेनिकल में क्या फील्ड्स होते हैं, या फिर क्या कर सकते हैं वो लोग, या फिर उनके लिए क्या रिलेवेंट जॉब्स हैं, या फिर क्या चीज़ें हैं, या फिर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स है, या फिर इलेक्ट्रिकल में क्या है. बट वील बी टेकिंग द सेंटर पॉइंट एज CSIT स्टूडेंट्स. One more disclaimer is that we won't be talking about conventional things. And what are conventional things? जो तुम रोज़ सुनते हो, which are Android development, web development positions in company, right? The thing is that we'll make things little crispier. ठीक है, तो we'll discuss things जो तुम रोज़ नहीं सुनते, because that's very much important. क्योंकि the thing is that तुम जो भी सुन रहे हो ना अपने सीनियर्स से या फिर अपने कलीग से, वो सब इतना वो लोग तुम्हें इतना ट्रेंडिंग चीज़ें बताते हैं दैट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, ओके, आई थिंक आर यू guys okay? Is the stream going fine? Because it is showing me a little connection error. Just let me know. Okay, I'll continue. So let's burst out some myths. So first thing is, most of you guys must have heard about machine learning as a field, right? And you guys must have heard about that machine learning is very highest paying job, and बहुत ज़्यादा scope है इसका, right? It's the most highest paying field, and Harvard Business Review just labeled it as the most sexiest job of 2020. But the thing is that, you know what, the people are really lying to you. They are lying to you in your face. See, ऐसा नहीं है कि this is the brahmastra of all the fields and this can give you a job security and no one can deny you. Okay, thank you guys. The stream is fine. Okay, or what actually is the reason behind this thing कि मैं ऐसा मतलब किस बेसिस पे बोल पा रहा हूँ, right? It's pretty good कि I stick to the facts rather than just हवा में बातें करने से बढ़िया I'll stick to the facts. So basic three reasons for me saying all of this is that there's a huge supply demand crisis, first of all. And how I actually know that there is huge supply demand crisis? The thing is that, see, what happens is that, and I have posted a long, I think 20 minutes podcast on my Apple podcast, which is that last year in I think month of June, in month of September, I got some internshala data from a company, and they had their 1 year of internshala postings. The thing was that they posted two jobs. So one was machine learning and one was React, or a MERN developer, right? MERN stack developer. Now the competition was 1000 versus 1. For one job there were 1000 people in machine learning, and for MERN there were around 64 is to 1, or somewhat around that, 64-65 is to 1. So you can feel the competition, right? Now it is your choice. You want to fight between 1000, or you want to fight amongst those 64. And just think यार कि किस में chances ज़्यादा हैं, right? And it is very basic concept. Supply demand is, see, supply demand is very basic concept of economics. But if you guys understand that very well now, then then your horizon just expands multifold. Okay. Now the second reason is huge opportunities when you are on the other side of the table. Sorry, let me just have a glass of water. Okay. So the thing is that there are huge opportunities on the other side of the table. And what do I actually mean by other side of the table is, when you are seeing this field, machine learning field or AI, from business point of view and from a research point of view. See, from जितने भी स्टार्टअप इवेंट्स में मैं आज तक गया हूँ, देयर इज़ वन सेइंग कि आज से आने वाले 5 साल में तो सिर्फ मशीन लर्निंग होगा. ऑल द कंपनीज वुड बी वर्किंग ऑन मशीन लर्निंग. ठीक है. देयर आर ह्यूज अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ व्हेन यू सी दिस फील्ड फ्रॉम द बिजनेस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a company owner, तब बहुत सारे चांसेस हैं. तब तुम्हें सोचना चाहिए इस फील्ड के बारे में बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सटेंसिवली. और सेकेंड थिंग इज़, इफ़ यू आर ऑन द रिसर्च साइड. वाई आई एम सेइंग रिसर्च साइड? बिकॉज सी, मशीन लर्निंग में एज अ डेवलपर बहुत कम जॉब्स हैं. ठीक है. एंड वाई आई एम सेइंग इज़ कि बहुत कम जॉब्स हैं. ऑफकोर्स सप्लाई इज़ ह्यूज, डिमांड इज़ लेस. एंड वाई डिमांड इज़ लेस? सप्लाई तो मैंने बता दिया कि सप्लाई बहुत ज़्यादा है. 1000 का वहाँ पे कंपटीशन है, 64 का वहाँ पे कंपटीशन है. Why I'm saying demand is less? The thing is that just see that how many startups in India. Let's just stick to the facts कि हम इंडिया की बात कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. We are not taking world. We are taking only India as a criteria, as a point which is relevant to us. इंडिया में ऐसी कितनी कंपनीज हैं which are really into machine learning? Almost 60-70, right? I'm talking about startups and mid-level companies, both मिला के. Of course, I won't be talking about tech giants. The reason is that I'll tell you in a jiffy. ठीक है. I'm only talking about small and mid-level companies. So the thing is that small and mid-level companies कितनी हैं? 65, 70, चलो ज़्यादा ले लिया 100. इससे ज़्यादा कंपनीज नहीं हैं इंडिया के अंदर जो मशीन लर्निंग यूज़ कर रही हैं. एंड आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि मशीन लर्निंग का एक छोटा सा काम कर लिया वो तो APIs यूज़ करके हो ही जाता है. आई एम रियली टॉकिंग अबाउट द हार्ड कोर स्टफ. सो इतनी कंपनीज नहीं हैं. एंड इवन इन दोज कंपनीज, व्हाट्स द टीम साइज ऑफ मशीन लर्निंग टीम? इट्स हार्डली 5 to 6 people. So you see that there are 600 job vacancies and you are applying for those 600 job vacancies. और तुम्हारे साथ के जितने लोग हैं, अभी सिर्फ तुम अपने कॉलेज में हो, तुम्हारे साथ के जितने लोग हैं सब लोग प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं सेम चीज़. हाउ कैन यू स्टैंड आउट ऑफ द क्राउड, राइट? सो दैट्स वाई आई एम सेइंग दिस इज अ डिमांड क्राइसिस. नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट द टेक जायंट्स. सो टेक जायंट्स, एंड दिस इज which my third point is. So best field in computers if you wish to pursue long term research is PhD level की research करनी है, then this is a best field for you. The reason is that if I talk about tech giants, and tech giants may be 1% of the 1%, which is Google, right? So if I talk about Google, तो Google की जो job posting निकली थी अभी, अगर किसी ने if someone has seen, तो हैदराबाद में I think they had their job posting and they only required PhD guys. That was the first clause, that they only require PhD people, and that makes sense. Someone who has dedicated his 7 years or 6 years in this field, उसी को तो लेंगे ना, right? Okay. Now the next thing is power of JavaScript in 2020. So JavaScript has a huge market. It really has a huge market. Currently, I was talking to one of my friends from Bangalore, and he told me that there's a very huge market for React developers out in Bangalore, and there is actually people who are earning much higher than what they could have done in machine learning, just because of the fact that they took up this trend very early. And still, abhi bhi, it's not too late. It's not too late, right? So web development is at its all-time peak. And the thing with JavaScript is why I really love JavaScript. They see there is no hard feelings for Python, but why I really love this language JavaScript is that it's one language and multiple fields. Yeah, Nick, research intern. Yeah. Okay, so one language and multiple fields. And if you talk about fields, then there is web development, there is cross-platform development, so cross-platform app development, right? Then there is AR, VR, and then there is desktop app development using Electron.js and stuff like that. There is decentralized application development, decentralized application development, which are dApps. Then there is client-side or on-browser machine learning. You can also do that from JavaScript. And then there is on-device machine learning, which you can also do with JavaScript, right? So there is very huge scope when you look at this particular language. Now, this was a demand by Akash when he sent me some questions of initial survey of the topic careers in CSIT. So people actually demanded the web development roadmap, and I have a detailed video. I have almost, I think I spent almost 20 to 25 minutes on this video where I discussed roadmap. So for roadmap for web development, and this is something which I am covering in my course, which is launching on Meta platform. So Meta is a platform by Avalon Labs. So Avalon Labs is a company founded by Varun Maya. He is a founder and he is a pioneer of this startup world. So you guys can just check out avalonmeta.com if you want to see my course, and it's completely free of cost. It's 0 rupees, right? You just need to pay if you want to sit in the placements, and that placements are also into Fortune 500 companies, right? Okay, cool. Now the thing is, in that course also, I have followed this complete path only. Nick, I'll give time for this complete thing. Wait, I think my light has gone. Let me just check the connection. Okay. Okay. Web development roadmap. Okay, let me just stick to that one. So starting with basics, we have covered HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and this is something which you should also do while you are learning this language JavaScript. So and I'm really sticking to MERN stack in this particular session. Also, you can try out other stacks as well, Mean, MVN, MEVN, and all of those stuff. So just do one thing. First, start with HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap. Then okay, wait a minute. I think it is visible. Okay, sorry for this one, guys. Okay. So let's just move on. So the thing is that we just learn the HTML, CSS quickly, and then quickly transition to intermediate level, which is learn JavaScript and learn APIs, jQuery, and databases, and all of these stuff. So for databases, I prefer MongoDB, right? And for now, what you need to do is learn Node and Express. So Node and Express, these are very crucial for your MERN stack. The thing is that you also need to, so MERN stack is complete full stack, right? It's backend as well as it is front end. So now what you need to do is learn Node, Node.js, and Express.js. So Node and Express both are frameworks for backend. Now just transition over to front end. In front end, I strongly recommend React. Now it's your wish. You can also choose Angular or any other you like, but I really recommend you guys to just learn React. And the thing is that if you have chosen one vertical, whether it be React, Angular, or anything, just keep in mind that you must try out all the others as well. क्या कभी कुछ नहीं पता होता. You may find one field better than other, right? Now the thing is that once you have started with that, you go one layer, you go do 2 layers deep into that, then go deep. So with React you learn Redux, you learn Gatsby and other stuff as well, right? No. Roadmap is still not over. Even I am just skimming around, but तब भी अभी नहीं हुआ है. So that's why it took me 20 minutes, and I have a complete detailed session over on my YouTube video. So you can just go through that one. The thing is that build projects, host them, write blogs, promote your blogs across all social medias, and that's why social media is very important. So one guy in the questions I initially got, one guy just said that is it really good if we just completely cut off our social media to become successful or something like that. See, it's really not advisable in today's world, because most of the people I have seen have got this opportunity from social media itself, right? Okay, now it's your duty. Choose one hot and cool media to promote your stuff. And what are actually hot and cool media? You can just read Marshall McLuhan's text on this one. So you can find your hot and cold media and promote your stuff and build your network, right? For me, LinkedIn worked out to be pretty good. I even tried Twitter as a cool media, but didn't work out well. And for hot media, I prefer Instagram. I have more than 100K followers, so it's like a very quick validation for my ideas, right? Now the thing is that push your code to open source. Why open source? See, you will be able to collaborate with a lot of senior developers, which will really improve your game multiple times, and that happens, and that is happening. You can collaborate with a lot of senior developers out there, and then no need to sit in placements. You will be hired by someone very easily and at a very good package as well. It's much better than what you get in your college. Okay, so one very recent learning for me was that don't be this language guy. So many people I see commenting that should we use Django or Flask for backend, or like how to, should we go with Angular, should we go with React? And these are some stuff I'm getting. These are redundant questions. These are some questions I'm getting from, I think, past 1.5 years from since I'm doing these live sessions on my Instagram. And that's the one reason why I have even left these live sessions, because all of these questions are so much redundant that I'm fed up of answering these. And I was really introspecting that why people are asking these questions. And then I did a live session, did a podcast with Tanay. Tanay is a developer from Microsoft, and we discovered a formula which is whose genesis is the question by beginners. And we named this category the versus category, which is React versus Angular, Python versus JS, JS versus Django versus PHP, and there are a ton of questions like that. So one thing is sure, don't be the language guy you are proud, right? I'm a Python developer, I'm a JavaScript developer, I'm a this developer, I'm a that developer. You will eventually lose your existence tomorrow, right? So just be a problem solver. Just know how to solve problems and you are done. Pretty straightforward, right? Cool. The next thing is be a CTO material. Don't be that guy who just builds out projects and pushes on GitHub. Of course, that's okay. But the problem here is that be a CTO material. Always pick up things and drop things quickly. This is one thing which I have learned very recently. Pick up things, right? जल्दी सीखो, जल्दी भूलो. कोशिश ये करो. The reason is that technology is so volatile. It won't even make sense कि अभी तुम React सीख रहे हो, तुमने 2 साल लगा दिए React सीखने में, and then after that you find that technology has really moved forward. अभी तो कुछ और field आ गया, कुछ और framework आ गया, and then you are stuck with React only, right? So don't do that. The next thing is find trends early. So trends are this is really important, not just to this technology field, but to journal life as well. If you're not so this is a very popular quote that if you're not first, you are last, and that makes sense, right? If you're not first, you're last. Because see, if you are first in the game, you won't have enough competition. You won't have competition, and even if you have competition, when you have competition, you will be way ahead than all those people who are just stepping, right? So step into one vertical and get multiple horizontals. And this is something which I have discovered myself. So I quote this thing as jack of all, master of one, which is ONE one, right? Or we also call this as T learning. T just because of the shape. So T has multiple horizontals and one vertical. Cool. Now, what do I mean by be a CTO material is from brainstorming an idea to building out the app to deploying and marketing it. You must know everything. You must know everything. So, how the idea started, how it developed, how did you develop the database, how did you how did you actually code the app, how did you deploy it, and how did you market the code? Sorry, not the code, the product. You should know everything, and these are the qualities of a CTO. Or if you are applying for in a big company, you can also get a position of product manager by these skills, right? Become a Swiss Army knife. Again, Swiss Army knife, if you guys have seen, that's something which can do everything. So become that guy who can do everything. Of course, have one vertical which is your master key. Have one thing which is like कि मैं तो इसमें फोड़ दूंगा कुछ भी आ जाए, right? But also have knowledge of horizontals. Okay. Now this is a question which I got. Do I need to be super serious for achieving all of this? या फिर do I need to leave all the social media channels for some time? Nobody. The more vulnerable you are to the social platforms, better are the chances of you keeping yourself updated with the industry. And why I am saying all of this is I've seen a lot of open source developers active on Twitter. I have seen a lot of people who want to get job active on LinkedIn. I have seen a lot of people who want to start and scale their business on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram, and all of these platforms. There is an old saying that that a person's mindset can be easily discovered by just analyzing 5 people from his closest group of friends. This is an old saying, you आप सबने सुनी होगी, right? Not anymore. I can judge your mindset just by looking at who you follow on Instagram, right? And this is a saying now in these days, which is this Z generation, and also for Alpha Generation C, that it's up to it's like I can judge you by just seeing that who you follow on Instagram. I just need to scroll through your following list, and I'll be able to judge who you are, what your mentality is. So it's up to you now how you use social media. If you really want to learn it, if you want to learn something, or just use this platform for liking photographs of models, it's really up to you, right? Okay. Now the next thing is 50-30-20 rule. What is it? Looks a little weird, na? 50-30-20. So this rules actually comes out from finance, and this is learned in personal finance. So is it working?